Hey everybody, I'm Amy from BodyFit by Amy, and this is your yoga core workout. So in this workout, we will blend some traditional yoga inspired moves with some extra core to get that burn in our abs, and we'll get some mobility and flexibility as well. As always, I will give you different options, so listen to your body and work to your level. You don't need any equipment for this workout, just a little bit of space to move. Are you ready? Let's do it. Okay, so let's start just getting centered on the mat. So I want you to take your feet about shoulder width apart. Let's think about that good posture. So we're stacking our ears, our shoulders, our ribs are right over our pelvis and our hips, our knees, our ankles. Thumbs are pointed forward, so we're not really stretching back or forward. We're in that neutral spine. Close your eyes, focus on your breath. And while we're getting centered, I want you to think about connecting that breath to the deep core. We're gonna get started moving in just a minute, but if you wanna watch me, we're gonna talk about that TA breathing. We talk about this a lot in prenatal and postnatal core, but it really is the key for all of us when it comes to engaging our deep core. So on the breath, we're gonna take a big inhale and expand on the inhale. Then on the exhale, pull that deep core and think about bringing those hips and ribs together. And then again, big inhale, exhale, everything's in. So what we're not doing is sucking in this way or big inhale up. A lot of us do what we call backwards breathing. Inhale up, exhale down. We want to inhale out, exhale, pull everything in. Also connect with that pelvic floor, lifting up and in. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna be reminding you as we go. So let's go ahead and start with that breathing. We're gonna do a big inhale up, bring those hands up, exhale down in front, connect with that breath, big inhale up, and fold it over on the exhale. And I want you to have soft knees, let your head and neck relax, pedal those feet. We're just gonna kind of warm up through the spine, through the back of the legs. Slowly roll it up. Big inhale up. Exhale down in front. Connect with that deep core. Inhale up. Fold it over. And again, let everything relax. Pedal with those feet. Slowly roll it up. One more time. Big inhale up. Exhale down. Pull everything in. Inhale up, exhale down, paddle the feet one last time. And then we're gonna take our feet a little bit wider and we're gonna put our hands on the center. We're gonna do a standing cat to cow. So we're here, think about that cat to cow that we do down on the mat. We're gonna round it up. We're gonna roll it through, inhale and exhale. Just again to warm up through our spine. One more. And then let's take our knees out wide and we're gonna rotate our shoulders forward as we press out gently. So we do this a lot in our warm-ups, again, to open up the hips, stretch in the shoulder. So a lot of these are gonna be yoga inspired moves. It's not gonna look like your traditional yoga flow, but we are gonna get mobility and flexibility along with a lot of core strengthening. So we'll slowly roll it up. So we're gonna take it to an interim, so not a traditional yoga, but a good mobility move. We're gonna take our hands down, soft knees. I want you to walk it all the way out. Hold it here nice and strong, lifting up in the center of the core. Push those hands away from the mat and walk it all the way back, slowly up. So again, our goal today is a lot of core strengthening, but also full body strengthening, stretching and toning, and mobility and flexibility. We're all pretty tight, and especially if you're like me, as I know a lot of you are, and you're doing a lot of strength and cardio throughout the week, we want to get that mobility, but we got to work it into those other workouts, right? Let's go one more, and we're gonna hold this one out. So hold it here. Then take my foot to the side, get that stretch, and take it back. So we're staying in that plank. So I want you to think about all the things you think about for your core. On the plank, you're lifting up in the center, but we're stretching our hip. Try, if you can, to get that foot right by that hand, right? And back. 2 more just like this. Last one. And we're gonna walk it back all the way up. And breathe. Let's go one more time. Inchworm it out to here. Let's take that foot forward. Let's bring that hand in. Let's drop that back knee. And we're gonna get a nice big stretch up to the top. And breathe. Take that hand down, back on the inside, push up, other side. So here, drop the knee. And as I would always say, I want you to be where you are today. So if something feels like too much, you can always drop the knees. You can stay on the knees instead of here. You can always place your hands on a chair or the couch or a bench. Woo, supposed to have that knee down, right? Instead of, let's go one more. You can always have your hands here instead of on the mat if that feels better for you, or if you need to grab some dumbbells to help those wrists. Pop it up. And I want you to walk it back. Slowly up. We're gonna stay here. Once again, big inhale up. Exhale down in front. In a plie. And exhale. Breathe, one up. Right, connect to that core. One more time. Last one. Whoop. Yes, and let's get those little stretches, right? Just like that little bar move, plie, and reach. Open up the chest. You can move those arms down and up if you want. And breathe. 3. Getting the lateral movement to warm up those side abs. One more. And breathe. Let's turn to our side again. So, going into what's similar to our flow, bring it up, down in front, bring it up, fold it over. You have the option, watch me first. You can drop to the knees if you need to, or you can walk it back to that plank. So you pick where you need to be for where you are today. Walk it back, here to here, knees or high plank. Either way, push your hands away from your body into that mat, lift up in the center core, and then we're gonna push it back into that down dog. So I know I've told you guys before, I don't love down dog. I feel super tight in it, especially now I've had a really tight back. But do the best you can. We are not here to look perfect. I want you to really think about lengthening through the fingertips, lifting those hips high, put those heels down if you can. And then from here, let's pedal through it. So I think what helps is not feeling like we have to hold that stretch the whole time. Get that pedal and breathe. And then I want you to lift in your core up and over. You can drop to the knees if you need to, or if you can, slowly down and lift it up. You can either be in that modified Cobra or all the way up in that up dog. And breathe. I want you to look side to side, try to drive your shoulders away. Relax on the neck. Let's curl those toes. Pop it back up. And let's go back to your down dog. Again, I want you to pedal those feet. Let's keep it moving to get that stretch. Core is working, right? So lots of core. And then lift in the center. Think of a pike. Lift that belly button up and over. Down to the knees or all the way down and up. Look away, right? One more time through that. I know that's a lot, but your core can do it. Lift up in the center, curl your toes, use your core to initiate the movement, and pop it back. Pedal those feet, lift the hips high, try to straighten in that spine. And breathe. I want you to come forward into that high plank, and then walk or hop your feet in. Slowly roll it up. Whoo. Breathe. Bring it up. Down in front. Good. Let's take it down to the side. So I want you to think of it similar to your triangle pose, but think of it more like that windmill that we do. We're gonna take both toes out, that windmill that we do with the kettlebell or dumbbell. We're gonna do big inhale, exhale, fold, look up to the top, back to center, inhale, exhale, fold, big stretch, so balance, mobility, and again, side abs, reach up, inhale, exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, exhale, fold, and breathe. Big inhale. Let's take those knees out, drop it down. You're here. From here, reach up, big stretch. Back to center. You can grab those ankles or grab the floor, reach up. Back to center. Good, reach up. Other side, reach. Slowly round it up through your back. Yes. Let's take a second and get a quick sip of water. I feel like in yoga or any type of a flow, we sometimes forget that we want to be getting water as well, because we just move right through it. Always you can take a water break if you need to, but we're gonna try to build a little bit in, right? Okay, so from here, I want you to slide down the front of your legs. We're gonna walk it out to here on those knees. If you need to, drop to the knees. If you're able, I want you to lift up into that bear plank. So again, think about lifting up in that center core. Lift up, and slowly down. And then I want you to lift up, slowly down. Let's go one more, lift up, slowly down. Last one. From here, hold if you can. We're gonna drop the knees, drop the knees. So it's a little twist. If that feels like too much for you, I want you to just lift one knee up at a time. Just here to here. If you can, stay up, drop, center, drop, center. Yes. Good. 4 and 3, 2, 1, and then sit back into that child's pose. So really sit, get that stretch out of it. So we are gonna take it up, either lifting up into that high plank and then sitting back into child's pose, one and then the other, or lifting up to the knees and back to child's pose. So up to you. If you can, walk those feet back. We're gonna hold. Everything's pulled in nice and tight, lifted in the center. 3, 2, 1, drop the knees, sit back. 3, 2, 1, bring it all the way up. So if you can, full plank. If you need to, I want you to just come up on all fours and really focus on that engagement for 3, 2, 1, and then sit back. 3, 2, 1. Again, walk it back. 3, 2, 1. Knees, child's pose. 3, 2, 1. One more right here. Up. 3, 2, 1. Knees. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Good. Let's turn on to our sides. So we're gonna take it here all the way down to start. Big reach. You can take that lower leg and that top hand and that top leg. Watch me. I'm just gonna do a little lift here to here. So I'm gonna flex that foot, I'm gonna reach. So we're aiming to get those obliques. Start here, you can stay all the way down if you'd rather have the rest, or if you want, and down. A little more of a lift, and down, yes. There we go. Reach. Good. Let's go 2 more. Little lift. Good. And relax. So flex that lower leg. I want you to come up on your elbow. And this time, we're gonna reach and reach. So inner thigh, but also through that core. A little lean back, reach. On the elbow, but not pushing through. So we got a little inner outer that we're sneaking in while we give our hands and wrists a break, right? And up. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Bring it up on your side. Before we get that other side, we're gonna come up on this knee, extend that leg over, open up wide, and watch me here. I'm gonna fold down. I'm gonna use my core to lift up. So we're sneaking a little bit of Pilates to get that core, but again, getting that mobility. Yes, good. We'll go 4 more. 4, lift, using the core. 3, don't forget about connecting with that breath, everything in. 2, last one. Good. Let's swing those legs around to the other side. Remember, we're gonna start all the way down. You can rest your head, neck, and shoulders, flex that top foot. So obliques and outer thighs, reach and down. You decide if you wanna just take a rest with your head and neck and shoulders, or if you wanna come up on the elbow a bit. Whew. Not all the way up there, but we can really get that lift. Take it up. Outer thighs through here, obliques through here. Good. Lift. Last 2. 1 more. Good. And then let's come up on the elbow, flex that lower leg, reach and down. So it's in the core. We're resting here, but we're not pushing. And reach. You decide if you want to be a little bit further down. Get a little more abs. Yes. Last 2. 1 more. And relax. Good. Come up on the knee. Opposite leg out. We're gonna take it out here. Ready. Here we go. Drop it down and bring it up. Drop it down and bring it up. So try not to push off of that hand. Use these obliques to do the lift. Good. Last 4. 4. And breathe. 3, 2, last one, and relax. Good. So on those knees, get a little stretch side to side. We're gonna turn back into our mat, and let's take it here. So we're here, we're coming on all 4s. Start on the knees, and if you want, you can lift up to that down dog, or you just take it up to that high plank. It's up to you. Inhale, exhale. We're gonna press it up to here. And then I want you to lift up and over into that high plank. So holding it here, watch me. I'm gonna start with a little tap. I'm gonna tap that knee across. So keeping the foot down, angling my body just a bit. Foot is landing. Knee is coming across to the elbow as much as you can by staying lifted. Let's go 2 more. Last one here, and I want you to let that knee drop. And if it's comfortable for you, I want you to get into that pigeon pose, right? So if that's not comfortable for you, I'm gonna do it backwards, but you can take it here, just get that little stretch, or just come into a child's pose. Child's pose works too, but if you can, leaning into that pigeon, we're getting that stretch. Breathing through, giving our wrist a break. Shift however you need to. If you want to lean a little bit towards that hip or come up to get a little more back, that works. And then let's have everybody lift up, back to center, and let's take it other side. Get that stretch. I can already tell I'm not as tight on this side until I go down, right? So holding it here again. You can be here if this feels better, or just take it back to that child's pose, just sitting into your back. Whatever feels good for you. You can get this foot up more, great. Otherwise, if you're tight like me, you just do you. You do you, be where you are today. Remember, just by showing up here today, you are already successful. So keeping it here, bringing those hands up, and then let's come back again. If you're able, all the way up into that stretch, into that down dog, and then lift up and over into that full plank. So watch me one side. I'm going to go center, across, center, push up. If that doesn't feel good for you, here's what I want you to do. Either stay in the plank or drop the knee. You can go center, across, center, drop it down. So either one of those on the knees or all the way up to down dog, zip it up. Here we go. So center, across, center, big push up, center, across, center, big push. Try to get that heel down, really lengthen. Or here, here, here. Drop the knee, extend it out. Center, across, drop the knee. Let's get two more, here we go. Think about that core engagement and then that big stretch. Last one. Yes, and then take that leg that was working one more time into that pigeon, right? Take it down. We all need more of this stretch in our life. If you need it here, or if you need a child's pose, that works too. Breathe into it. As you can probably guess, we're gonna get the same thing on the other side, but we are almost done from this plank position, I promise. And go ahead, pop it up. And if you can, down dog. Lift up and over. Other side. So knees or one-legged dog, three-legged dog, sorry. Here we go. Center, across, center, pop it up. Whoo! Center, across, center, or pop it back. Get that little stretch. Center, across, in, and up. Really lengthen. Don't worry about what it looks like. Worry about what it feels like. Can you get that stretch? Can you feel that core? Two more. Knee. And last one. Yes. And then bring it across into that pigeon. Broke a sweat a little bit, didn't we? If you need to, stay here or child's pose. If you can, take it here. Turning those hips into the mat. Breathe into that. Roll those wrists from this position. I know. Whoo. Catch your breath. Go ahead and bring it into that seated position. If you can, if you want, grab a quick sip of water. We're gonna finish it out here, down on the mat. Take those knees out. And breathe. I am sweating, you guys. I'm gonna move my airflow a little bit. That's better. So knees out. Breathe into that. So we are gonna come starting in a seated position. Turn to the side. So I want you to pay attention to your back. Breathe. And if it feels good for you, big inhale. Open out wide, exhale. Halfway back. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway back. Two more like this. If you want to just do the inhale, exhale, but stay upright, that works too. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And then reach those hands up to the top, holding it here. If you can, lift those feet up. You can go out, you can go up, and then if you want even more of a challenge, little taps. I know that's a lot, so modification, just little lifts, but if you can, let's go 4, 3, 2, 1, knees out again to stretch. I know. Woo. Breathe. Let's take those feet out in front. Big fold over. Inhale. exhale. Whew. I know how many of you are tight in your lower back like me, but I want you to take a few deep breaths every exhale. Connect with the core and get a little bit deeper. And let's come back to center, straighten in that spine. And if you can, we're gonna use our core to go all the way down. If you need that extra support, have your hands here and walk it down. Connect. Slowly down. Good. Big reach over. Arms out wide. We are gonna get one knee in. I want you to hug it in like a stretch and then extend it out. Not like a stretch, it is a stretch. Hug it in and then extend it out. So we're getting the stretch, flexibility, releasing in that lower back. Let's go one more. So feel free, if you want more of the stretch, keep it here. If you want to get the core engaged a little bit more, lift it up. So think of that single leg stretch. And breathe. And breathe. You can even tighten up the arms and get more single leg stretch from Pilates. In for 2, in for 2. We're still pulling in to get the stretch, right? Good. Again, if you want to stay completely down and just get the stretch, I promise your core is still working, but you're getting more of a stretch. Good. Breathe. Last 2 and 1. Relax. Bring those feet up parallel. Let's take it to the bridge. So on this bridge, I want you to open your arms out wide so we get that chest opener, because again, most of us are pretty tight through here. Big inhale. As we exhale, I want you to think of that pelvic tilt. So start with just that. So you take your arms up, but watch me with my hands. Inhale, expand. Feel the expansion through your ribs, through your sides, through your back. Exhale, pull everything in. Tilt the pelvis, right? In and release, neutral spine. Inhale, exhale. And let's go one more. Big inhale, exhale. And then let's keep it lifting up into that bridge. So the bridge, we love the bridge. We get a lot of glutes and hamstrings, but we also release in that back and we connect with the core. Again, if you're feeling pretty tight in your back like me, it might be tough to really lift all the way up there, but do the best you can. Then slowly down and breathe. Big inhale, exhale, pelvic tilt. Slowly up into the bridge. Yes, good, release that back. Let's go 2 more just like that. Slowly down, feel yourself stacking your vertebra. Inhale, exhale, pelvic tilt. And up. And one more. Big inhale. Exhale. All the way up. Yes, good. Let's hold here, open up the chest. Let's open the knees, then squeeze them in. Stay connected with the core, but we'll get a little inner, outer. Last 2, one more. And then starting at the top, slowly down. Good, grab one leg. You're gonna stretch it up to here, flex the foot. You're grab either the calf or the thigh, not on the joint. And then I want you to switch. So take it here, other side. Woo, that one's tight, right? Shaky. So just like before we did with the knee pull-ins, you can keep it just here if you want a little more of a stretch. But if you can, lift those shoulders, extend the leg out, flex the foot. Let's get our scissors. Pull in for 2. Pull in for 2. Little Pilates. Everything's in connected. Check in with your core. Make sure you're pulling in, not pushing out. On the exhale. Let's go 4. Yes, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. Open it up from here. Let's let your knees drop to the side. Get that little stretch. I want you to look away from your body. Look to the opposite hand. Really try to get them down if that feels good for you. Release into that. So at the beginning of every stretch, you guys probably feel this. This is why we want to stretch longer than we do. Your body kind of resists, right, at first, and then you sink into it. It's harder in this workout because we're moving a little quicker than maybe your traditional yoga, but think about that when you're stretching. You gotta push back past those first 10 or 15 seconds. So slowly open up the knees one at a time. Let's take it other side. I got my mic packed so I can't go all the way, but look if you can. Release into that. So then let's keep that movement. Again, you can keep the stretch or let's add a little core. So we're gonna drop the knees, whatever feels good for you. Bring them back to center, tabletop. Not here, let's try to keep it here, a little more core. Drop the knees, if that's here or if that's here, doesn't matter. Back to center. If it feels better for you to have those hands underneath or even underneath your hips, that works too. Here, back to center. Drop it down, so back release, and then core. If we want, we can add a little reverse right here, right? Down, back to center. Down, yes. Back to center, you keep going. I'm gonna fix my mic. Good, drop. Back to center, 2 more. Release, and drop. Last one. Good, and relax. Hug those knees in or those legs, whatever stretch feels best for you. We're gonna get one last thing from here, and it's just our favorite dead bug, right? So try to start here, tabletop. You're gonna feel it where those hips are right above the knees. You'll feel that connection instead of here if you can. And then let's start with a little tap. Close it in. Close it in. And then if you want, extend those legs. I know, we are almost done with this workout. Breathe, really extend long. Yes. You can even flex that foot for a little extra. Let's go 4. Really reach, get the mobility work. 2, 3, 2. Last one. Good, and relax. Take those knees out. Whoo, breathe. Good. So slowly roll onto your side. Let's get one last version of a side plank. We're gonna stay on our elbow to give our knees a rest. So I wanna cross that top leg over. You can be on the knee, you can be on the toes. We're gonna do a big reach up. We're gonna do a big roll over. Reach up and drop it down. Join me, here we go. Reach up, reach under, reach up, drop it down. Keep it going, all the way up, reach and under. You can rotate the hips if that feels good for you. Good, up, under, up. Good, last 2. Last one. Core engaged. Bring those knees up. Big stretch. I want you to let your head and neck release into that. Whoo. Swing those legs around to that other side. All right. So let's take it here. Knees or toes, lifting up on the elbow. Here we go. Big scoop up. Reach under, reach up and down, or knees, reach. Really use that reach to get the stretch, to get that lengthen, and then rotate and down. Take it up, take it under. Good, 2 more. Reach, you can turn the hips if you want. Last one. Yes, and relax. Bring the knees here. Stretch that over. Yes. Good. Let's take it into our mat. Let's come into all 4s. I want you to come. You can start with a little child's pose stretch if you want. Whoop, lost a hair elastic. Stretch it back here. And breathe. Let's bring it up. One last thing, our classic bird dog. So what I want you to think about, what happens in the bird dog? We're going here to here. We often end up shifting our weight a little bit further back and getting more glutes, which is okay, but if we want to get more core, I want you to think about bringing your hips forward. So when you reach, see the difference when you come forward just a bit. How much more do you feel that core, right? Reach, let's take it down. Big reach, exhale, down and inhale. Inhale, exhale, engage, reach, hips forward, and down. Good, let's go 4 more. 4, and reach. 3, and reach. 2, last one. And relax it down, stretch it back, yes. One last thing from here. We're gonna come on our elbows, we're gonna come all the way down. We're gonna come into those plank singles. So from here, watch me. Big inhale, expand all the way through back and body. Exhale, lift to knees. Start with that. We're gonna just keep adding on. It's our last move, so do what you can. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale. Really think about the lift coming from the center of your core. If you want, all the way up to the toes, all the way down, all the way down. Big inhale. Exhale, lift to knees. Use your core. Lift to toes. Down. We're gonna add one more. We're gonna add a pike. So we're coming up. Lift to toes. Lift a pike or dolphin. Back to center. Take it down. Take it down. Let's get 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Lift. Pike. Center. Down. Last one. Nice and slow. Core is doing all the work. Lift. Center. Down. And down. Good. Relax yourself all the way down. Breathe into that. Whoo. Right? Ah. Come up on those elbows. Modified Cobra. That's where I really feel that my back is tight. If you can't, all the way up in that up dog. Let your head go side to side. Right. Good, and then child's pose again. Whoo. Sit back. Y'all, I am sweating. That was more of a workout than we thought it was gonna be, right? But you did it. You are so strong. Believe it. Say it. Say it out loud and believe it. Let's come up cat to cow from our hands and knees. If you'd rather take it to that standing cat to cow that we did before, that's fine too. Breathe. Last one. Sit back again one more time. Woo. Come to a seated position again. Yes. Just let your head and your neck relax. Sit however is comfortable for you. Let your head drop to the side. There we go. Back to center, other side. So this is a great workout for an active recovery day when you want a little extra core. Or when you're, obviously, hopefully you guys felt that. We got strength, we got a lot of core, we got a lot of flexibility, mobility. If it feels good for you, I want you to open up, look over your shoulder, and take this hand on that opposite knee. You can stay seated, or you can bring that knee up to here. Little spinal twist. If you want to keep it open twist, that works too. Over your shoulder. Of course, if you like this, make sure that you like this video and that you subscribe. Other side, take it over. When you subscribe, that helps me keep making completely free workouts for you here on the YouTube channel. And if you're looking for a little more support and accountability, check the links below. Find out information about my BodyFit Athletic Club. It's a really great group. New challenges, new workout calendars, nutrition guide, and then support from myself, from Vivian, our BodyFit dietitian, and from other BodyFitters. One more time, take those feet out, whatever is comfortable for you. And I just want you to sit and relax. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Feel that strong core, connect with that core. Let your chin drop to your chest. And then bring it up. Let's get one last little stretch for our wrists. So fingertips out, wrist and forearms pushing down. Let your head drop to the opposite side. Yes. Whew. And same thing, other side, let it drop. So you're stretching the wrist, the forearm, all the way through head, neck, and shoulders, and then down through here. Thank you so much for showing up today, for moving with me. I hope you feel good. I hope you feel energized. I hope you feel strong. One big deep breath in and out. You did it. That was your yoga core workout. Great job, everybody.